Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting and give you my opinion on them, including another blow for DVDs and Blu-rays as a major manufacturer of Blu-rays are getting out, not just manufacturing Blu-ray players, but the discs. We'll tell you what's happening. Roku is investigating some issues with a recent update. We'll tell you what's happening there. And YouTube has a new plan to give you options to get ad-free experience on YouTube. These stories and a whole lot more coming up in a quick second. First though, if you want to learn more about any of the stories I'm about to talk about, check out the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. I'll put a link to each story so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so YouTube recommends these videos to more people. With that said, let's dive into it. Pioneer, one of the early supporters of Blu-rays and disc manufacturer and more, is getting out of the business. Now, this was first reported by a Japanese website that broke it. Now, translating it, a few quick details here. They're selling off their business, and it's going to be a shell of what it formerly was. I believe that they're selling to a Chinese company here. Pioneer has been a huge manufacturer, especially in the Blu-ray drive world, for computers and other devices, but also manufacturing discs and players and the like. With this, they're getting completely out of that, though, let's be honest, it's been a steady process of them backing out. As the number of physical media sales continue to dwindle, remember it's down like 90% in the last 10 plus years, Pioneer's just saying this is no longer worth it. So they're going to get out of it. They say stock will remain available until it's completely sold out, and then no more Pioneer branded drives or discs anymore will be manufactured. I think this leaves LG as one of the few remaining manufacturers of Blu-ray recorders, especially in that world, as Pioneer's backing out of it. Physical media is not going away yet, but this is definitely a bad sign for the future of physical media, as increasingly companies are backing out. We talked about Sony getting out of recordable disc manufacturing, and now Pioneer is doing that, but they're also getting out of manufacturing the physical drives for for Blu-rays. Do you still buy Blu-rays? Do you still buy DVDs? I do mean rarely do now. But leave me a comment, let me know, do you do that? How concerned are you? I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's continue to move along. Roku is investigating reports after the late April update that when HDR is happening on your Roku player or television, the colors look very washed out, pale, and like smudged a little bit. Roku has confirmed that they are investigating a potential issue with this, but they have declined to give any updates. They've been asking questions and investigating it. I'll be honest, we tested multiple Roku players here in our review lab. We have multiple Roku TVs, streaming players, and the like. Have not been able to reproduce this, but we have heard from you, some readers, who pointed out the issue to us there and then spotted this posting here. So keep an eye out. Leave me a comment. Let me know, have you experienced washed out colors on your Roku television? It could be one of those things. Roku detects what kind of television you're connected or you're using. It could be limited to a specific type of television brand. So if you are experiencing that, what type of Roku player do you have? And what type of television do you have? I'd be very curious to find out. Not unusual but to have glitches, but this one seems to be affecting a very small number of customers, but if you're impacted by it, it seems to be a pretty noticeable downgrade in the quality of the image when running 4K HD or HDR, I should say, with that. Leave me a comment, let me know. I'll love to hear from you. All right, if you hate ads on YouTube, I hear you. Unfortunately, it's how we pay our bills, and it's how YouTube affords to run this site for free. But they have a new plan out there that they're test marketing in a handful of countries, including France, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and India, that allows you to share your premium subscription with one other people, so you get 2 accounts. Currently, there's a couple different YouTube Premium accounts. YouTube Premium gives you ad-free experience on YouTube, and features, I should say, like downloadable content, be able to watch a video with just audio, turn off your screen and just hear the audio of the video and more. I do that for podcasts sometimes. But with this, you in the past, you either had a family plan or a single person plan for one account, one user. Now they're testing a slightly cheaper plan between the two that will give you two people. So you and your spouse or you and your child will be able to get an ad-free experience and take advantage of other features. YouTube also recently rolled out a YouTube Premium Lite option, which removes many of the additional benefits and just gives you ad-free viewing with it. I'm on the family plan. I have kids and with a soon-to-be teenager here. I don't want them seeing a bunch of ads as they use it, and a family plan here will remove ads from things like YouTube Kids and standard YouTube. Parents, it's not a bad way, I won't lie. It removes a lot of issues of kids seeing ads and really wanting what they saw in the ads. Currently not available in the United States. YouTube usually tests these in international markets and then brings it to the United States soon. I'm sure they're testing out different things like what kind of price point works best and what kind of features in this works best. We'll let you know as soon as we learn more about it. Have you been thinking about getting an Amazon Fire TV? Well, in our next story up, the new Fire TV Cube, well, it's been around a while, but the most recent model, the Fire TV Cube, Amazon's high-end Fire TV with a built-in Alexa speaker on it. It's on sale for a new lowest price ever of $94.99. Now this is a new lowest price ever. Previously it was like $99, I think, and 99 cents was the lowest price ever. I may be wrong on that. But you also have other Fire TVs on sale, but those are pretty standard prices we've been seeing for a while, like the Fire TV Stick 4K Max for $39.99. Pretty good deal for a powerful one. It is interesting to see this come out as Roku will start shipping their new Roku sticks this week. It seems like Amazon is trying to steal a little bit of the spotlight here, but if you want a Fire TV and you want an external player, I'll be honest, this is a really nice player. Good specs, good quality, built-in Alexa speakers, a nice little addition to it, all for under $100. It's not bad. Check it out. Link in the show notes if you want to find out more about that deal. Good news for MeTV Tune fans. They're continuing a slow rollout across the country to more and more markets. MeTV Tunes has now expanded to a new market, this time in Georgia with the addition of Albany, Georgia. This MeTV Tunes airs classic cartoons from Warner Brothers Discovery, including classic Looney Tunes, Flintstones, Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, Bugs Bunny and Friends, I should say, instead of Looney Tunes, Yogi Bear, and more to its audiences. Think classic Boomerang, but now airing over on MeTV Tunes. Now, you may need to rescan your TV to pick it up if you don't have it in that market. Link in the show notes if you want to find out more about MeTV Tunes coming to more markets. Alright, next up, and this one is a political story. I put it at the end. I apologize. I know people hate political stories, but sometimes politics do impact directly TV, and that's this one up here. Trump has proposed a 100% tariff on foreign-made films to revive the American movie industry. Over the last 20-some years, I will say it is true that many movies have moved internationally, especially to Canada, to cut costs because the cost of production has been significantly cheaper there. California's already offered some tax credits to try to draw people back, but increasingly, very few movies and television shows are actually being shot in California compared to what they were in years past. Yes, I do know they still happen, just not as many of them as we've seen in the past, at least compared to the total percentage of American-made movies. Now, the tariffs, which are not in place yet, are just a proposal and details are still very thin, would put a 100% tariff on it. So if a movie costs X to bring in, it would be doubled with it, which is very tough at a time that movie industries are struggling. Look at the recent Snow White movie for a variety of reasons. It's expected to lose $100+ million. We'll see if that really becomes true with the long tail of personal media home sales. For now, though, box office on that way underperformed. On the flip side, the new Minecraft movie has outperformed many people's expectations and done very well. But most movies are struggling. We still have not returned to pre-2020 numbers for most movie studios and most movie productions, as many debate the future of movie houses, theaters out there across the country. Can they perform? Increasingly, as people get bigger and bigger TVs and better sound in their home, is there still the demand there once was to go to a big movie and watch it in a movie theater when you have a 100+ inch screen in your TV in your house now, as it becoming increasingly common, even 75 and 65 inch TVs and more. Be interesting to see how this performance, if it becomes a reality, Does it just drive up the cost, or does it really attract people back to the United States? I bet it will. I bet a lot of movie studios will be drawn back. Here in Michigan, about, I don't know, 5+ years ago, 6, maybe 10 even, it's hard to tell, they for a while had a short-lived movie credit. And when they had it, it was very cheap to produce a movie in America. And many movies came, and in the western Michigan area, quite a few movies were performed or shot, including like 30 minutes or less. The pizza delivery, mystery, or I don't know, action, I don't know how you qualify that movie. It's kind of fun to see. Oh man, I know that's my hometown right there in the background. Locations you know and see were often appearing in movies at the time. Those went away. Same with Florida. For a while, Florida had tax credits to produce movies, and a number of movies were produced in Florida, and then those tax credits went away. Movie studios can very easily move production around, and they often do to the cheapest location. And I think that this will probably help. Right or wrong, we'll see what happens. It's still in the early phases. We'll watch it and see what happens with it. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll be back again tomorrow. Hey guys, don't forget Mother's Day is coming up. Don't screw up, don't forget. It's your friendly weekly reminder on that. Until next time, take care, be safe. I'll talk to you all again real soon.